Geometry Dash is getting too hard. I'm sure you've heard this sentence thousands of times already. I mean, it's easy to compare top 1 levels like Bloodbath to newer top 1s like Slaughterhouse. It's a clear difference. But how did Geometry Dash reach a point where levels need to have 200 frame perfects just to stand as a top 1 level? Well, in this video, I'll go over the history of some of Geometry Dash's hardest levels, and we'll compare each of them to the top ones of today, and try and find the real problem. And you won't want to miss the end of the video, as I go over things that not a lot of people talk about. But how did Geometry Dash reach this point? Well, we're gonna have to go back. Back in the earliest stages of Geometry Dash, the demon rating didn't exist. So all the game had to offer were levels that ranged from 1 to 9 stars. But there was a bit of a problem with this system. While the game kept evolving and new features were being added, the 9-star cap couldn't keep up with the insane difficulty of the game. So in order to make sure if a level was too hard, a new 10-star difficulty had to be added, the demon difficulty. Only the hardest could be ranked as a demon, making the difficulty rare and unlikely to be beaten. But in order to make levels of such high ranking, you needed tight ship gaps, hard memory, and precise timings. I mean, the game didn't really have much at this time, so there wasn't many things you could use to make hard levels. Fast forward to some of today's easy demons, which look like this. Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. With each new feature added and with creators getting better and better, it's easy to tell the difference between them. But these types of demons were no longer made with the intent of being extremely difficult. And even the extreme demons don't have that. No. In today's time, the only place where you'll see the hardest of the hardest is on the demon list. It used to be a simple concept, just ranking the hardest Geometry Dash levels. But this idea exploded and it became one of the key aspects of Geometry Dash. But there's a huge problem with this list that came with the popularity. But I won't talk about that yet. The idea of the demon list was simple. That's why it was so crazy. Just by ranking the top levels on the list, the community now had an easy way to tell the real hardest challenges of Geometry Dash. If you don't know which extreme demon is harder than another, just check on the demon list. If someone told you they beat Zodiac, you might not have an idea of how impressive that achievement is. Oh, it's number 1 on the demon list? Yeah, that's pretty impressive. The demon list created a new popular term in Geometry Dash: top 1. Whatever level was placed at the top of the list, you could easily tell that that level was unhuman. You can be known as one of the best players in the entire game if you were to have beat a top 1 level. And your level can get some pretty good recognition if it's placed at the top 1 spot for everyone to see. And with the fame that comes with top 1s, there will definitely be people who strive for that fame, which leads me to the real problem with the demon list. But first, if you could please leave a like on this video, it would help me out so much. And if you like this kind of content, why not subscribe? It's free and you'll be recommended more videos just like this. But anyway, the real problem with the demon list wasn't something directly inflicted by the creator of the demon list. Instead, from the popularity of top levels and top players. With the massive amount of views and popularity given to top 1 levels, it's a pretty big goal for people to try and make their own top 1. And while I have nothing against people who want that fame, there are plenty of people who want that fame without trying. The biggest example of this being Avernus. It's a level that contains unoriginal themes, unconventional gameplay, and decoration that, well, isn't the best looking. The only reason this level exists is just to piggyback on the popularity of top 1s. And the funniest part about all of this is that when the level was rated and placed on the demon list, it got placed at the number 2 spot. Yeah, they tried so hard to get this level to be top 1, and they didn't even get that. And while most levels on the demon list aren't like this, the constant need for the highest tier of difficulty makes new top 1s nowadays look generic and lacking of a personality. Levels like Slaughterhouse, Thinking Space 2, Defeated Circles, and some will even say Tidal Wave lack identity in their gameplay. And this has genuinely become the standard. And now don't get me wrong, I believe that there are plenty of super creative, well-made top 1s like Gooba Wamba, Flame Wall, Anathema, and Orbit. But it seems like the more that Geometry Dash goes on, the more levels like this will come out. And it seems like the wave carry top 1 formula won't be dying anytime soon. And with the rising popularity of upcoming top 1s, people will be more pushed to verify levels just like this. In conclusion, Geometry Dash needs more and more top 1 levels to keep the game afloat, which can lead to poor balancing, unfun gameplay, or just lazier levels overall. all just for the sake of making the game as hard as physically possible, because the harder the level, the more attention it brings, no matter the quality of the level itself. And while we can all appreciate the passionate top 1s made by talented members of the community, Geometry Dash hasn't been getting stupidly harder because the players have been getting better, but instead, Geometry Dash has been getting stupidly harder because the audience wants to see harder. Remember, this video is mostly my opinion, so feel free to share your own opinions with me in the comments. But speaking of top 1 levels, what was the best top 1 in all of Geometry Dash? Well, you can click the video on screen to find out. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.